Yo, this is Ward with a new video, and it's been a long time since I made a video, so I decided to make another one because a lot of stuff has happened. Remember how I always used to say, corporate life, and this is how you can be successful in corporate life, and all those things. Now I have resigned, so I'm leaving my corporate life and my job, and I'm going to start for myself. Um, I think I learned a lot in those 9 years that I've been working in corporate jobs, and I have the confidence now and maybe like the financial backup plan as well to leave my job and try to start for myself. My plan is to make a new company, which will be like a one person company, especially in the beginning. Um, I'm currently writing a book about corporate stuff, how to enjoy a life in a corporate environment. And I also want to become a consultant in online gambling. So I worked in online gambling for, over a decade now, I think, since, the first time I was dealing poker cards until now. So I have quite a lot of experience there, and that gives me the confidence that I can, use that experience and that knowledge to make money for myself. Um, that's a plan as well. I want to do some, digital marketing and start some other things on the side as well. Generate those multiple passive income flows, as they always say. I've been, doing some research there. I think I'm ready for that as well. And yeah, I mean, I'm now planning to document the journey. So to make a video every once in a while to give you an update on where I am. Maybe you can learn something. Maybe I can inspire you, or maybe I can learn something if you comment on my videos with stuff that maybe what I say doesn't make sense, or maybe it does make sense. Just let me know about that. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty excited for this new life, this new lifestyle I'm committing to. I have to do another 2 months and a bit, because where I work, or in London, or I guess in most countries, it's 3 months of notice period. So some time to go there, and then I'm moving back to Belgium as well. So I'm leaving London. It's gonna be a big, big, big change. I'm going back to my hometown in Belgium, which has 80,000 people who live there, which is 1% of the amount of people living in London, more or less. So yeah, some of the things I'm used to, like never ever having to queue in the supermarket, or some other super efficient stuff in London that I'll have to, get used to again. On the other hand, there is a lot cheaper to live. Like for the rent I'm paying in London, you can live in a pretty nice way in Belgium. So looking forward to that. I'm going to. I kind of want to take it easy in the beginning, settle into my life, but also the money needs to come in. So I'm going to have to hustle a little bit in the beginning to, get going. And I think once, because it's a big gamble, like most people who do this, they either have no plan at all or they have a pretty secure plan. I'm somewhere in the middle. Like I kind of know what I'll be doing, or I'll have at least some income. But it's I was gonna start building it from scratch again. I'm super excited about that, to be honest. And if all goes well, it might grow into something bigger. But I don't want to, be too specific on what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to try a couple of things, see what works best. Like one of the ideas I had is, my knowledge in online gambling. I can probably do some, public speaking there, or well, start a consultancy. That's quite obvious that I'm going to do that. Um, but building my personal brand in that niche, and then trying to travel the world and speak to people about online gambling. Uh, I think I think in these days, like most companies, especially also in also online gambling, are focusing a lot on the numbers and about marketing. It's all about numbers and different metrics on estimating things, and lots of surveys being sent to customers. But to like really understand the customer that takes like a little bit more. Their motives, like the reason people gamble, those things. And I think that's something I do have quite a bit of experience with. I think actually when I was playing a lot of poker, I learned a lot there as well, because when you play a lot of live, this was live poker in London mainly and in some other places as well, you speak to those people and you really, like, if you're observing well, you start seeing some patterns in their behavior and what's driving them, why are they there, why are they playing, and those things, that's there forever. And I think this skill and this knowledge is going to become more and more rare, because companies are getting bigger. They need to specialize on, say, big data or, machine learning, whatever, like, all the new technology stuff. Like, you just simply cannot find someone who knows customer psychology and online gambling and big data. Like, those people are rare, if not, they don't even exist. So what I bring is that knowledge, that specific knowledge that cannot be computerized. And I think if you hear about automation, how people are going to lose their job because everything's going to be automated, robots are going to take over your job. Ooh, be careful. But I think the skill that I have specifically is something that cannot be done by robots or by algorithms. So that's what makes me quite confident in the long run. I need to keep developing this, and I think by working I will develop the skill. What excites me as well is I will be fully responsible and accountable for my own work. So if I'm having a bad day, or I don't feel like working for a while or something like that, there's simply not going to be income. So I kind of need to do stuff to get it. But on the other hand, if I'm going to do it really well, that's when I'm going to get, gonna also make more money, and hopefully live a more fulfilled life. So I think that's gonna be pretty awesome. I learned a lot about marketing as well, to be honest. Like, I think 6 years ago when I started in my job that I currently hold, I had some ideas about marketing, but not that much really. And then as I started to learn and to grow and to read, I learned a lot about marketing. And I think we are at some point where the technology and targeting people and all of those things are, I mean, there's so much noise. There's like email marketing, there's so many emails you get. So I think we are kind of, the technology has been developing more and more and more. And I think we are at a point where it's going to go back to really authentic, real stuff. Like, in my opinion, like, sending a personal email to 100,000 people is better than sending a personalized email to 10 people, because the customer doesn't care how smart your algorithm is or anything like that. They want the real stuff, and I think that's what I can provide, and that's what I'm going to be working on. So yeah, like, another idea I had is, like, in Belgium there is not like the gambler or the person who's betting and playing. It's a bit, there is not many regulations, or I wouldn't know where to go if I had a dispute about a bet or something, or if I wanted advice. Like, you have all these affiliates, and they are all really good in SEO, and they're really good in conversion rates and ranking high on Google and those things. But what if I want to play live casino somewhere, and I want to have a lot of bonuses and good customer support? Where do I go? So I go to an affiliate website, and they have rankings, but what are the rankings based on? Probably on their commissions and how much they get from it. So I don't really trust that. So kind of what I want to do is people can, like, call me and say, like, I want to play live casino with lots of bonuses and good customer support. Where should I go? And I can basically give personal advice, so not personalized, but personal advice to people on where they can play. It's it's back to basics. It's just back to the real stuff. So I mean, I'm pretty excited about that. I mean, I have a lot of ideas. The book I'm writing as well, that's going, that's pretty cool. I'm working with a guy called Matt. He's, well, coaching and helping me a little bit, and he will do the editing as well. So not the ghostwriter, but an editor. So I'm actually going to write the book, but he's, helping me with that. It's pretty interesting because he did some interviews with me. To get an idea, like, what the point of the book will be, and I think that was pretty interesting, because someone is really trying to ask, like, at which point in your life did you realize that, and like which specific moment, and you have to go back, and it's crazy how much you forget about how you were feeling during certain points of your life, or why you did stuff that you did. And yeah, if you ever want to write a book, get in touch. This Matt guy, he's pretty good. So yeah, I think that will be something for early next year, like March, April, 2018 already. So big change in lifestyle. I'll keep you updated. I basically give myself 2.5 years, and I'm going to see if my income, like the money coming in, should be more than the money I spent by the end of those 2.5 years. And if that's the case, I can just keep going on. If it's not the case, I might go back to my old job. Please take me back, or take a normal job somewhere. Why not? I'm sure I will learn a lot in the coming few months, so I'll try to share those learnings with you. I'm now, actually, did I say where I was? I don't think I did. I'm in Thailand right now, in Bangkok, and I'm here for another day. Tomorrow I'm going to Krabi, which is, somewhere more south, a bit more beach life. So yeah, I took a 2-week holiday. I'm going to hang out with a friend who's basically done the same thing. He's quit his job end of last year, and he's been traveling for a couple of months, so I'm joining him for 2 weeks. I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah, this comes at a good time because I was thinking about resigning, and I made a pretty impulsive decision. I thought it through, obviously, but not like weeks and weeks and weeks. Like, once I decided and was convinced, I just did it, because I thought I would spend these 2 weeks here, trying to make up my mind, but I basically made up my mind before I left. So I took the decision, like, okay, let's do it before, so at least I don't have to worry about that anymore. I can worry about other stuff. So yeah, that's what's going on. So thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you soon. Leave a comment, like, what you think about this brave decision. I mean, most people who like my close friends, they all support it very well. Like, nobody really said do it, but once I did it, they all, there's nobody who says, like, what, are you crazy? So that's good to hear as well. So yeah, leave a comment what you think about this, and yeah, thank you very much for watching. See you soon. Bye.